Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and in today's video we got a couple different topics to discuss in this video. This video is going to be primarily a discussion video, so if you want to put it on the side, second monitor, or maybe simply listen to it rather than watch the footage, you guys are more than welcome to do so. Today we'll be talking a bit about what Brian Halinka posted on Twitter regarding Blizzcon, as well as a nerf that happened for one of the essences when it comes to farming for BFA patch 8.2. But let's start our video off with a couple pieces of good news. Good news, everybody who is playing World of Warcraft Classic over on the EU side, I feel like I haven't been able to play with a lot of you EU boys in a while. So I decided to finally start a character that I will be leveling on server Moorgrain as Horde. You guys are more than welcome to join me there. I've been playing Classic a little bit on and off, but not nearly investing that much time. So it's not like I'm going to be hitting level 60 within a week playing EU, but I will be logging on from time to time, and potentially a community guild to be announced at a later time. I think it would be a cool idea to eventually host some sort of a 5v1 duels on NA and EU on Classic, but without having an actual character that can get into some of the zones, it's going to be very difficult. So I might play a little bit on there. You guys are more than welcome to make a character and hit me up if you see me on the server. Now let's talk a bit about what Brian Halinka posted on Twitter on the 27th. And honestly, I should start covering these type of topics a little bit earlier. I have a lot of videos that I'm usually planning on or working on, and I should be delaying some of the projects in order to cover some of the more upfront news. But anyway, Brian Halinka, like everybody at Blizzard, do try to up-hype the BlizzCon. It is something they want to promote. They work for Blizzard, and BlizzCon is one of the biggest events. Obviously makes a lot of money, so of course everybody would want to hype it up. But it feels like this one was came out of nowhere. It came out of left field. It didn't come in at a great time to promote BlizzCon. It felt like maybe within a week or a month you would want to start spamming tweets saying, oh, BlizzCon is going to be the coolest thing ever. But this came out 5 weeks before it. So I feel like maybe there's something actually exciting that could be behind the curtains that the man is yet to reveal to us. Anyway, the tweet goes as such. So I'm not going to give anything away, but goddamn, BlizzCon is gonna be hype. The WoW team in general is doing amazing stuff, and I'm extra proud of the work my team has been doing lately. I think players are going to love it. Now, people have an interesting relationship with Halinka. Some people like the changes he made when it comes to him adjusting changes for PvP, and others not that much. So some people like him, some people not really, but still, I do like this type of a random tweet. I like things like these because this means that either it's just, you know, regular bunch of a mill promotional tweet just to get the hype going a little bit early, but it could be that there's actually something big that's going to be coming out. And he did say he's not going to give anything away. He's not going to reveal anything or hint at anything or leak. But there could be a myriad of different things that could be coming up for World of Warcraft. Now, we don't know exactly what there's going to be. Either obviously a patch 8.3 announcement, or maybe even a brand new expansion, maybe some sort of a brand new class getting introduced, or maybe even more allied races. But on my personal wish list, I would hope that whatever is happening in BlizzCon, you know what I would really want to see? Massive class redesigns. Basically, what if Blizzard took some of the best parts that Classic World of Warcraft or previous expansions of WoW have brought together and tried to incorporate those parts of what a class can do, what a spec can do, back into the game. Maybe give us a more robust talent system, or a combination of a talent system where we still have the current choices between the 3 in a row, you know, AoE option, cooldown option, mobility, utility options, and whatever, but also other choices similar to like the classic World of Warcraft talent tree to further customize our character. Maybe a refinement on some of the classes, maybe loosen some restrictions on the GCD stuff like what they did in the beginning of BFA, you know, small adjustments to address certain classes that feel kind of clunky or not as complete to play as some of the other classes do. And that's what I would really want to see, some sort of a massive class overhaul in probably the best direction that WoW has ever seen. But again, that's just my wishful thinking. I would like to hear what you guys would want to see when it comes to BlizzCon for this big announcement. Finally, we're going to talk a bit about Blizzard nerfing Blood of the Enemy grind, which isn't something a lot of people want to hear, but Blood of the Enemy, and it's one of those essences that takes quite a while, especially if you don't PvP a lot. Blood of the Enemy takes a while because it is based on the honor gained in Battlegrounds. Now, this honor can be can't really be cheesed. Prior to this, people used to kind of cheese it by going into epic battlegrounds and doing epic battlegrounds quests. So let's say you win Winter Grasp for the Horde, and then you go into Merc mode and win it for the Alliance. So anybody on the Horde technically had some sort of an advantage. You had the epic battleground quest rewards that provided you with honor, and that honor actually fed into the achievement. So anybody playing the Horde obviously had an advantage. If you're an Alliance player, you're probably very unhappy to hear that, because there's a whole portion of honor grind that you never get to experience that a Horde player did to make their experience much easier when it comes to getting Blood of the Enemy, at least to a rank 3, which is the rank where it becomes a lot more viable. Blizzard recently gutted the extra honor you earn whenever you queue as Merc mode as Horde. Now, instead of getting all the extra honor and the bonuses for queuing into BGs as Alliance, you don't get anything like that. You just get faster queues, so I guess that's a plus. Also, the rewards for the actual quests within Battlegrounds, Blizzard has removed those rewards completely. What they did is they made those quests, they still reward you honor, but that honor no longer feeds into the Blood of the Enemy achievement grind. And some of the honor from those quests has also been reduced, down from 1,500 honor for Alterac Valley and Ashran down to 1,000. So this is quite a huge hit. Epic Battlegrounds is not something that everybody does regularly. I mean, unless it's something you enjoy, lots of people like to get their daily Battleground epic BG win, and it's also nice to get that extra quest done at the same time. Whether it is the Alterac Valley summoning, some of the Ice Lord or the Forest Lord, the Ashran quick one with the fragments, Winter Grasp just for a quick victory, anything works. And a lot of people just simply want to get the grind done just to get Blood of the Enemy. Hell, some people that do a lot of PvE, like raiding and dungeons, need for their spec rank 3 Blood of the Enemy in order to even be competitive or really start to see the full potential of what their spec can do. Hell, a lot of people were actually expecting for 8.2 and 8.2.5 to eventually start introducing ways to catch up with essences, maybe something to make them alt friendly. Essences have made a huge impact in terms of the gameplay for certain specs, and they even allowed certain specs that are generally not that good to actually be competitive, whether it's outside of raids, dungeons, and even PvP. As you gain all these essences, the actives and passives play together in order to make your class and spec more powerful in many different ways. You want to be better for AoE? Hell, Blood of the Enemy ends up being one of the better choices, especially at rank 3. A lot of classes utilize the passive as well as the active of it, but the grind for some of these essences are insane. Some of them are fairly easy to get, like the Mythic Plus Dungeon one and the PvP one from Arenas is fairly easily to acquire. Then you have the one that you get as a very beginning, the Crucible of Flame, the random spell ability that gives you a bit of fire damage or can be used as a heal. Some of those are very easy to farm, but those are not the top tier ones. The top tier ones are going to be either from your raids, which I guess are farmable, but they do take a bit of time to get. Then you have Blood of the Enemy, which has that insane honor grind, and now even less of opportunity for you to get all that extra honor through the quests, and so forth. Because of how strong the essences are, people were hoping that maybe eventually you can finally start playing your ults, because you have to go through the grinds on every single one of your ults just to try to make them playable. So for a lot of people, replayability for essences and the drive to want to get some ults up and running. Maybe they want to switch to another ult for the raid. Maybe they want to try a different ult to hit up Mythic Plus dungeons. Maybe they want to get a brand new character to play on the side for PvP. It's really difficult to really dive into those areas of the game when you didn't invest the time on that character that's brand new that you want to start to play. Maybe you want to change your main, maybe you want to just play on your ult, maybe there's some portion of the game you want to explore in great detail and you have a class that's perfect for it, but you're missing the essences. So hopefully eventually Blizzard will end up coming up with a fix, or at least some sort of catch up to the essences. Maybe even just make them account wide. Let's say you unlocked it on one character, all your characters get Blood of the Enemy rank 3. You unlock another essence on rank 3, every other character gets it on rank 3. And I know this topic has been talked about before, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And I think that's going to cover just about everything I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I do hope you enjoyed. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see all of you guys in another video.